I woke up to the sound of my neighbor's dog barking again. Not the most peaceful start to a Sunday. But hey, at least it wasn't an alarm. The light pouring through the blinds had that lazy, golden quality, and for a second, I thought I might just stay in bed all day. But of course, my brain had other plans. Coffee first, always. I shuffled into the kitchen, half asleep, grabbed the mug I always reach for. The chipped one with the quote that's barely readable anymore, and made myself a cup. Nothing fancy, just instant. I didn't even toast the bread, just peanut butter and silence. I had no plans. Zero. My to-do list was tragically blank, and somehow that made me feel more restless than relieved. So I got dressed, jeans, sneakers, a soft gray sweater, and decided to go out. I didn't even know where, just out. The sky looked suspiciously calm, like it was pretending not to be mad. I knew that kind of weather. Kind that turns on you the second you leave the house. But I left anyway. I walked aimlessly, past the usual Sunday crowd. People brunching in cafes with too much avocado on their plates. Joggers pretending they weren't dying inside. Couples walking their dogs like they had their whole lives figured out. I envied them a little. I turned a corner and spotted this small boutique I'd never noticed before. The kind that looks too expensive but makes you curious anyway. I told myself I'd just look. Famous last words. 40 minutes later, I walked out with a bag I didn't plan to carry, a coat I didn't need, and a receipt that made me question my impulse control. Then, like life decided to humble me, it started raining. Out of nowhere. No clouds. No warning. Just rain. Straight down like it was personal. I didn't have an umbrella. Of course I didn't. Who carries an umbrella on a sunny day? So I ducked into the nearest cafe, dripping and laughing at myself. The barista raised an eyebrow, clearly amused. I ordered a chai latte and sat by the window, watching people run for cover. There's something oddly comforting about being indoors while the world outside gets drenched. That's when I saw a message from Mia. Hey, round the area. Maya and I are at Lino's. Come by. I wasn't planning to. But then again, I wasn't planning any of today. So I went. They were already 2 coffees in and deep in conversation when I arrived. We hugged, laughed about my soaked look, and somehow ended up talking about cars. Mia had just bought a used Mini Cooper, and I admitted I'd been thinking about getting something myself. Not new. God, no. Just something small, reliable. Nothing that screams, look at me. Just something that says, I've got my life kind of together. We talked for hours. About everything and nothing. About work, burnout, travel plans we probably wouldn't take, and then, when the rain finally let up, we stepped outside. The sky had cleared like it had never rained at all. Everything smelled fresh. Like pavement and leaves and second chances. I walked home, slowly. No headphones, no rush. Just me and the soft squish of wet shoes. When I got back, I peeled off the damp clothes, lit a candle for no reason, and sat on the couch with my hair wrapped in a towel. I felt tired, but not in a bad way. More like full. Sometimes, the best days are the ones you never planned.